Hello, Litheo, Terralution23 here to give you another episode on a Litheo Season 5 Gym Leader Highlights. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be going over the Ghost Gym. And for this episode, I have our Ghost Gym Leader. Rune, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Runemaster 0809.
And in today's episode, Rune is going to be facing Drizzle. Drizzle is a very strong opponent. Unfortunately, he had some mess ups with his DS and had to stop mid season, but he came back and he was actually able to almost get all the badges, but unfortunately time was not on his side. If he continued and his GS didn't break, I think he might have actually made it to the E4. Now, on Rune's side, we have Chandelure, Gengar, Banette, Trevenant, Cofagrigus, and Jellicent. Rune, tell me your team. Why did you choose this to be your ghost team?
Well, I tried a lot of ghosts. I tried Dusknoir, I tried Golurk, but the team that I have assembled right now, it has really good sync. Chandelure is my Scarfer. Gengar, I usually try to save him for last as like a last minute sweeper. Banette, he's obviously my Mega, because you wouldn't bring a Banette out if it wasn't a Mega. Trevenant, he's my Assault Vest Trevenant, he's my all-out attacker.
Interesting.
And my Cofagrigus, obviously my favorite Pokemon. I had to have him out there. And Jellicent. So Jellicent and Cofagrigus are my core.
Awesome. So it seems like you have your physical wall as Cofagrigus, your special wall as Jellicent, but you also have some specialty bulk in Trevenant. And your Trevenant's a really interesting set. You said it was an Assault Vest set. Why did you choose an Assault Vest set versus like the typical Citrus Berry set?
Well, it's natural cure. If it gets burned, if it gets poisoned, I usually send him out there to absorb like a Will-O-Wisp or anything like that, because I'll just withdraw him. But he is my my all-out physical attacker. He's got Earthquake, Rock Slide. I tried Shadow Force on him this season, but next year I won't do it.
Shadow Force, I feel like it's a great, strong ghost move. I believe it's base 100, correct me if I'm wrong. And it can even go through Protect, but it is still a 2-turn move, so it is semi-predictable.
Yeah, but this season, it did pretty well on some of the other battles, but yeah, I won't do it again. And obviously I have Horn Leech on him.
Right, of course. Signature move. Now, on Drizzle's side, we have a Rotom Wash, a Manectric, an Altaria, a Starmie, a Darmanitan, and a Ferrothorn. What were your immediate thoughts when you saw this team?
I'm gonna die. Darmanitan, I absolutely hate that Pokemon, but it has very bad defenses. Ferrothorn, I thought was going to be checked by my Chandelure. I didn't know which one his Mega was, either Manectric or Altaria. Yeah, but looking at it now, like I was like 60-40% sure that it was Manectric versus Altaria.
Considering Manectric probably has that like switching abilities, that strong attack, just to really wear you down, versus Altaria is mainly kind of like a setupper, and Ghost being the tricky types that they are, staying in very long against Ghost types might not be the smartest idea. And I think Drizzle actually realized that, and that's probably why he chose Manectric as his Mega over Altaria. I could be wrong, Drizzle. If you are watching this and I am wrong, let us know in the comment section below. Oh, and I'll have Drizzle and Rune's information in the comment section below. Now, what about when you saw Darmanitan? Darmanitan, even though it's a UU Pokemon, it's such a threat. How are you planning on taking care of this Pokemon?
Well, frankly, I was just waiting for a D-Bond, but
Oh, okay, that works.
I wanted to D-Bond him.
Fair enough.
But I wanted to use Cofagrigus to just wear him down with Rocky Helmet.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's see exactly how you take care of this guy. Alright, let's start the battle now. Dark screen of death. Darkness comes to ghosts. Alright, so you lead this battle with Fade, and he leads out with his Darmanitan. Now, what were your thoughts with this lead?
I thought it was Earthquake. I thought you had Earthquake.
Why didn't you switch out?
I was faster, and I wanted to see what Shadow Ball would do. Yeah,
Considering if he had like if he wasn't HP invested, and considering I think you are modest or jolly, or sorry, not jolly, timid.
this is modest.
Yeah, a modest Shadow Ball, stab Shadow Ball would have probably taken it out.
Probably.
Definitely. Oh, and this is probably where we first find out that Altaria is not the Mega, because it chose not to Mega Evolve this turn. Instead, it seems to be a specialty defensive Pokemon, and maybe a status inflictor. A lot of switching around going out from the opponent's side.
Yeah, he's just scooping it out.
Trying to even out the damage that you're coming out. Now this Rotom wash is always the threat in the meta. It's always just a threat in the meta. What were you planning on doing? It seems like you got really lucky with that Will-O-Wisp.
Yes, I totally missed it. I really just wanted to will him down, then use Chandelure and use Energy Ball on him. But yeah, he's just a really hard Pokemon to outmaneuver.
Yeah, definitely. And smart switch in for this Durizzle, switching in his Darmanitan to take that Horn Leech. Now he has a free switch or a free turn to try and deal some damage to your team. And it looks like you're switching to Fade. Nice. Predicting the Flare Bits. Good job. Oh, what is he going to do next? He had to switch out. So what were you thinking? You had to hit this guy hard, right?
Yeah, and I knew he didn't have any normal types on his team. So I just wanted first a safe Shadow Ball.
Right, nice. And wow, considering it's a stab Shadow Ball, that didn't do as much as I thought it would to this Altaria. It's definitely specialty defensive.
Yes. And I'm lucky I'm getting all these defense drops.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, that thing is gonna definitely go down if he doesn't switch out. Ooh, and Toxic, that's really gonna like limit Fade's ability to stay in, because you don't have any recovery moves on Fade.
No, basically, as long as he doesn't get T-Waved, he's good.
Yeah. Well, at least being poisoned, he can't get T-Waved.
True.
Very true. And the good thing about Toxic is, for those who don't know, Toxic actually starts off with very small amounts. I believe 1/16 of your health, and it slowly graduates to like even larger and larger damage. So being able to just deal some damage and switching out is a good thing about taking a Toxic versus like a Burn or something, which is a solid 12% each turn. Now, why he opted to switch into Ferrothorn on your guy? I mean, maybe he was thinking he could take a Shadow Ball. And oh my gosh, knockoff.
Yes.
Now, if I remember correctly, last season there was a crap ton of Pokemon with knockoff and Shadow Claw. Is that what you saw this time?
Not so much this time. This time it was much more enjoyable for me.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't use so many Shadow Balls, knockoffs. Basically, last season they put them on almost every single Pokemon. But this one they really just used their team, and they did it well. It was just enjoyable for each one of us.
Yeah, I've heard from both sides everyone was really enjoying their battles. So I guess when counter teaming isn't involved, these battles are fun.
They are.
I wasn't really expecting a knockoff from a Ferrothorn. How are you gonna deal with that?
Well, just whittle it down, and hopefully, yeah.
Oh no! First knockout, I believe, of the match too. Now, you're definitely planning on bringing Fade, I'm assuming, next to try and knock this thing out. Yep, there's Fade. One of the MVPs of your team.
Yes, he is. Last season I used Spectral, my other Chandelure, but this one's different because instead of Psychic, I had Trick.
This one has Trick?
This one has Trick, yep.
Interesting. That's actually really smart for like, especially for those utility Pokemon like Chansey.
Yep, definitely. I had one battle with Fade, and I tricked on a Scarf on a Chansey.
Oh, that must have felt so good.
It was awesome.
I love switching Assault Vests on Chansey and other support Pokemon. That's just a great feeling. And I have that on my Lopunny. Really fun. Really fun move.
It is fun.
Now, what is this guy gonna do to your Chandelure that he didn't do it first turn? Why did you think he brought in, Oh well, he went for U-turn, I guess. But that was really like, brave on his part.
Yeah, it was. By this time, I assume he knows I'm Scarfed, and he could have taken that fire attack, but yeah. So he didn't really want to take a fire. I didn't really want to use a fire move on him.
True, especially with Starmie still being around, I probably would have been able to absorb that real nice. Now, I've noticed this. He has like 3 Pokemon that have Toxic on his team. He must really have known that you like to stay in if he, or there must not have been a really good way to take care of your Ghost types. How are you going to deal with Toxic all the time?
Well, try to predict as much as I can and bring in the Pokemon that's already poisoned.
Ugh. And with Ferrothorn being around,
Aromatherapy.
which Ghost can learn Aromatherapy?
I don't think any of them can.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's too bad.
That is one of the difficult things about being a gym leader, guys. Certain types just don't have the moves that you need to build a really solid team. Like, in this case, Ghost type's not having anything to remove. Oh wow, that Mummy was a good one. To remove any statuses besides Natural Cure from, Trevenant, but, you know, Trevenant's gone in this case, so it can't really do that anymore.
But Miss Magius can learn Heal Bell, but Miss Magius doesn't have a lot of bulk.
Yeah, on the physical side, it's not that great. Special side, though, it's actually pretty cool. But then again, it's only really good if you have an Assault Vest. Which then you can't really use Heal Bell.
Then you can't use it.
That's the only trick.
Yeah, so I just decided not to use that.
Fair enough. Chancers. Oh, Psyshock. Psyshock seems to be a really common psychic attack on, like... Oh, Curse Body! That's awesome! I forgot your Enchantress has a Curse Body.
Yeah, I thought that if this is a mono Ghost team, Curse Body would be better than just Water Absorb.
Right, especially because not many people probably bring Water Absorb or Water moves to a Ghost gym. At least don't really see a point to.
Yeah, so I wanted to disable any super effective moves or anything like that.
Oh, and Hex. Nice thinking. You'll probably definitely be able to knock it out next turn. Oh, let's... At this point, we're about a little bit over halfway through the match. You must be really getting the opponent team ready for your Gengar. Seeing that you said it was your late sweeper last time. Are you going to use it this time?
Yes, I am.
Ooh, okay.
He's normally my last Pokemon that I use.
Now, you just switched out Enchantress. Why didn't you just knock him out?
I didn't want to get the knockoff.
Oh, right. At this point, Necromancer already got knocked off, so you definitely... It's probably the best Pokemon you could have probably switched into. Well, that's still alive anyway. Now you switched in Fade. What did you do that for?
Well, Cofagrigus only has Hex. He doesn't have Shadow Ball, so Hex won't have done anything.
Oh, true. It's like... I believe Hex is a 60 power move and then doubles if it's, like, status.
Right.
Ah, good. Oh, and he reveals the frickin' Earthquake. Oh my gosh, what was he holding it back for this whole time? Oh my god. And it was a crit. Goddamn crit.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And that really just revealed to me that guy was Scarfed.
You didn't think he was Scarfed before?
No, because I had all my slow Pokemon in.
Oh, true, true. Now it's gonna be... Oh, actually, Hex didn't do that bad an amount. But now it's gonna be Cofagrigus versus frickin' Rotom. And...
It's done.
Necromancer didn't make it.
He's gone.
Yeah, Necromancer's gone. Oh, but hey, Rotom's Life Orbed. That's actually something you can take advantage of.
Yes.
Now, Hallery Quinn is in. You're Mega. Yes, thank you, Bennett. We know he has a life orb. Bennett's Mega Evolution is just so cool to me. I like how the whole zipper things happen.
Yeah. Did you ever read the Pokedex entry?
No, I haven't actually. Mr. Ghostmaster, what is it?
It's quite scary. Apparently, it's like the soul of a child who loved its doll but died, or something like that.
Oh my gosh. Now,
Yeah.
quick question. Why did you Thunder Wave Rotom?
I'm not sure.
Probably thought you were going to switch out.
At that point, I was just trying to put a status on it in case I needed to hex later, but I should have just did a Shadow Sneaker off the bat.
Now, oh my gosh. It's Mega Manectric. Rune, what were you doing? Oh, that's what you're doing.
I was hoping that he would just take me out with whatever move he had, so I could just take him out.
That's actually brilliant, because I mean, at that point, Hallery Quinn was just like, low HP. Taking out his Mega for like a weakened Mega of yours, that actually was a really good trade.
Yeah, it was.
Very nice. That Manectric did nothing this round. Or this game. And now, this Scarf guy, like, what are you going to do to deal with this guy? You double switched?
Yeah, I double switched.
Oh, you're baiting Flare Blitz. Oh no, you turned.
Yeah.
What? You didn't fall for the bait.
You didn't.
Oh man. That's actually pretty smart for Durizzle. Look at you, guy. Now, Starmie. How are you going to pull this back? Because, I mean, your Scarfer, probably the only thing that could have taken Mega Darmanitan out is gone. What were you thinking at this point?
Well, I was thinking, he's at least half health, so I don't know. Hopefully, I would just take him out with, live an attack and just take him out.
Oh man, things are not looking good for you, Mr. Ghostmaster.
No, they're not.
Now, Dark Prestige. Is Dark Prestige your last Pokemon at this point?
Yes, it is.
Holy crap!
And he always pulls through for me.
Yeah, alright, so he was quick enough to knock out Starmie. That's a good plan. But what are you going to do against, Whoa, he brought in Ferrothorn. He didn't bring in his, Darmanitan. I wonder why.
Yeah, not sure.
That switch mess-up maybe have cost him the game.
I think it did, yeah.
And, okay, so you went for your famous subset for Dark Prestige. Now, how are you going to take this guy out? Because he's most likely just going to keep knocking off.
Well, I have Disable in here, too.
Oh, your sub-disable set. This Gengar, guys, this is real Ghost Mastery at work.
Yep.
This Gengar is known to dance around Bisharps.
Yes, he is. He's a great Pokemon. I've had this set since Generation 1.
Since Gen 1, wow.
Pokemon Fire. No, wait. Pokemon Red.
Pokemon, yeah, that's Gen 1. Pokemon Red. That's crazy.
Yep. I always kept that set.
And for good reason. I mean, even up to this point, it's Gen 6 and it still works. And it forced a switch. Nice. That was probably the only move you had to actually deal damage. Oh, and now you're behind a sub. You can definitely take this guy out.
Yep.
Now, wait. Oh, no, it was a switch. That's why.
Yeah.
I was about to say, wait, Darmanitan's quicker. What's going on? I'm being silly.
But yeah, I had already clicked on Shadow Ball.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now it's just Ferrothorn, right? It's just Ferrothorn versus Dark Prestige.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think that switch, that instead of switching directly into Darmanitan, cost him the game, but you were able to definitely pull that out. Gengar was able to finish off his last 3 Pokemon with ease because of that.
Yep, one small mess up and Gengar's all over it.
He's definitely all over it. Man, what other move? What's your other move on Dark Prestige? You have Disable, Sub, Shadow Ball, and what else?
I usually run a Focus Blast or Dazzling Gleam or Thunderbolt.
So it all depends on your opponent, right?
Mm-hmm. I usually mostly have Dazzling Gleam for Dark types.
Right. Well, this was an amazing battle, Rune. I'm glad you were part of Litheo.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
And with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
See ya.